What is going on YouTube? I hope everyone is having an absolutely fantastic day. Quick disclaimer before we jump into today's video. If I cough at all, it's not because I'm smoking, it's not because I'm high. Well, I kind of am smoking. The air quality out here, I think it's considered hazardous right now from all the fires. Look at this air. As you can see, it is pretty gnarly outside, but that is not going to stop us from doing what we love, and that is working on cars. What we're doing today, pulling off my factory modified OEM SSS headlights and installing a set of headlights that I've wanted forever. They're like the Audi A5 S5 style headlights. If you watched my birthday vlog, I told you guys I ordered something for my birthday. So this is one of the things I ordered, is new headlights for my car. I also ordered something else. You guys will see a video in a few days on that, or I don't know when it's gonna be, but today we're gonna be pulling off these headlights. I already told you guys what we're doing. There's a few things I'm concerned about. Number one, build quality, of course, is always a factor. Going from OEM parts to aftermarket parts, I'm always concerned with how quality are the parts going to be. Number two is light output. The first thing I'm going to do before I pull these headlights off is close the shop door, turn all the lights off. I'll show you guys the cutoff of the factory OEM SSS headlights. Obviously, they're very high quality Mitsubishi stuff. So let's check that out right now. Let's see the quality of OEM. So that right there is the low beam of the headlights. As you can see, the cutoff is pretty damn good. That's the high beam. Low, high, low. I will probably throw this at the end of the video as well when we're comparing to the new headlights. When I say these are modified OEM headlights, so they're fully blacked out with color changing RGB demonized. I'm gonna pull the car out of the shop real quick and do a little video edit of these headlights that are currently installed on the car. They look absolutely amazing, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna like better. I think I'm gonna like the Audi headlights better just because they have that LED bar, and I think that looks absolutely incredible. But these do have the color changing LEDs, fully blacked out. They look amazing. Let's check them out. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little edit. Let's grab the new VLAN headlights. Oh, by the way, these will be linked down in the description box below. If you want to pick a set of these up, go use that link. It helps the channel out and helps me provide these amazing videos, amazing reviews for you guys. So if you want to pick a set up, make sure you use that link. I always find the absolute lowest price available. I'm going to throw the head mount on, the GoPro head mount, and get these things opened up. It's been a while since I ordered these. I'm pretty sure I went with the fully blacked out version. I really hope I did, because I love blacked out headlights, especially on a white car. Right out of the box, I'm noticing the packaging is pretty dang good. I did go with fully blacked out. Yeah, like I was saying, packaging is very good. They have a little protector strip on them, as you can see. Oh wow, those look freaking amazing, guys. Look at that. Dang, overall, those look incredible. I'm also very curious if these are already aimed, the headlight projector. All right, there's headlight number one. I'm kind of guessing that this is for the LED strips. And I'm not sure what these are here. I'm guessing bulbs. Yeah, they are. These aren't LED or HID, which is kind of weird. I thought all these came with HID, or not HID, LED bulbs, but these are just halogens. I kind of want to replace these, honestly, with LED bulbs. Disappointed there, not gonna lie. So headlights are opened up. They look absolutely amazing. Wiring's there. We got installation instructions right here, I believe, is showing where to connect the fuse to right here inside the fuse box. All right, the first thing we need to do is, of course, remove our factory headlights. So we're gonna have to pull the bumper off for that, unfortunately. On this car, it is kind of a pain because I have the SSP under tray. There's probably 20 bolts on the bottom of the skid plate holding it onto the bumper. So I am gonna have to get the car up on ramps, get that skid plate removed, and then we can remove the bumper. If you don't have the SSP under tray, it'll just be a few clips to unclip. Much easier than my job. Let's get this thing up on some ramps, get that bumper removed. All right, I'll kind of guide you through on how to remove your bumper. So pop open your hood. There will be a few clips holding this black cover on, and then under there will be 4 bolts holding the bumper onto that core support right there. 2 bolts down here, one there, one there. Like I was saying earlier, a few on the under tray, and then there will be a few clips for the inner fender liner. And then if you don't have quick releases on, there will be a bolt up in here holding the bumper to the fender. Just like that, the bumper is off of the car. Now we're gonna have a few bolts holding the headlights onto the car. Bolt there, bolt there, bolt there, and there will be a bolt down here as well. As soon as you get that off, there'll be 2 wiring plugins on the back side. All right, headlights are off the car. As you can see, everything's good to go there. Let's get these bulbs inserted into these headlights here. Like I was saying earlier, I'll probably eventually replace these things with LEDs or HIDs. For now, I'm just gonna run these bulbs that are included. As you just saw, that was a very easy plug and play design. Bulb goes in, wire plugs on, cap goes back on. This wire is going to plug into the factory harness. This one is going to go to this harness here. So that one is going to plug there. That one is going to plug into the other side headlight, and that is going to go to the fuse box. This here is going to power the actual LED bar. So let's go ahead and get this headlight on the car, see how good it looks. Should look pretty amazing. My dudes, the passenger side headlight is on, looking amazing. Fitment is probably 9 out of 10. This bolt right here was kind of a pain to get on. The rest of them were good to go. The wiring connector it didn't connect like a factory wiring connector, which is not a big deal. I still got it together, but it was a little stiff getting it together. Just giving you my honest opinion on these things. Same exact process for the driver's side. So we have this one last harness to put on. 3 plugins total. Should be relatively easy. We try to figure out where exactly in the fuse box it goes. Kind of hard to see this diagram, honestly. Let's open that fuse box, see if we can figure it out. A loose fuse. Too much boost or something. I'm guessing it's sitting like that. So if you're looking at the fuse box like this, it's not that first one there, it's the second one. It's the number 10, the red one there. That is the fuse we're gonna be pulling out and plugging that into in place of that. And then the other 2, just one connects to each headlight. So it should look a little something like that when you're all done. Throw that fuse panel cover back on, clips on the back side. I ran the wire through the front and the fuse box should just slip right over that. As you can see there, we are good to go. I'm gonna run this wire to each side. This wire is shorter, so I'm gonna connect that to that one. The long one that goes to the passenger side headlight, I'm gonna run under this core support or the radiator support right there. Just zip tie it up, make it look super nice and clean. All the wiring is connected. Let's throw on the lights and turn on the hazards. Make sure everything works as it should. Ooh boy, that is absolutely amazing. That looks so good. This here is the cutoff of these headlights right out of the box. So they look a little bit lower than the OEM headlights that were on here. Pretty sure the OEMs were about 2 inches higher, so I could re-aim these. I may re-aim them when I get either LED or HID bulbs for them, but honestly, that cutoff is not terrible. I'm gonna turn my hazard lights on and show you guys how awesome the blinkers look now. They look so incredible. Just overall in general, these are a very aggressive looking headlight. I think they really match the front end of this Evo and the style and look I'm going for. Let's pull this thing out of the shop and do a little video edit of it. How about that? Something I just noticed, which I think is super cool with these lights, after you turn the car off, turn the lights off, those LED strips, the LED bars, they stay on for about 10 seconds after you turn the car off. I don't know why, but I think that is a super cool touch to these headlights. So overall, I am pretty happy with how these headlights turned out. The build quality, I would say, is about a 9 out of 10. We're comparing these to the factory, so if factory's a 10 out of 10, I would say these are 9 out of 10. The light output with these halogen bulbs, I would say, is a 5 out of 10, but that is an easy fix with either LEDs or HIDs. Stay tuned on the channel to see what I'm gonna do there. What else is there? The style of them, definitely a 10 out of 10. I love the LED strips. I love the sequential blinkers. Those are absolutely amazing. All blacked out, even better. So pumped on how these turned out. You can get the all blacked out version, or there is like a chrome version. I would personally recommend that all blacked out version. I will have these exact headlights linked down below if you want to go pick a set up like I mentioned earlier. These will fit SSS and non-SSS Evo X's, Evo 10s. They may even fit Lancers. I'm not really sure. I've never owned a Lancer before, so I cannot confirm that. A few other questions you guys may have. I know the factory ones do have the leveling motors. These aftermarket ones do not. Same concept as my STI. I had to ditch the leveling motors, but I never use them anyway, so it's really not a big deal to me personally. And then the price is actually honestly pretty cheap for these. I think they're around $450 to $500 for these lights, which I think is kind of underpriced based on what I've noticed so far. I haven't driven with them at all. I don't know how they're gonna hold up. I don't know if they're gonna leak water. Everyone else is saying that overall they're pretty good headlights, so I would highly recommend them. They look absolutely amazing, guys, and stay tuned on the channel to see what I do to fix that light output issue. I'm thinking LEDs, but as of right now, I'm not really sure. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button right up in the top left corner. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.